problem of all first world problems, but it's a pain to switch the game when you could just like toggle an arrow over. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I've lived a life of luxury now. I've learned I can just switch the arrow rather than switching games.
Yeah, that makes it a lot easier. What the hell just dropped? Something just dropped.
The beat dropped, Joel Pearl. The beat dropped.
Oh, was something potentially important? I don't know what just dropped.
Nah. Couldn't have been that important, clearly.
I guess not.
For what it's worth, I had a screw. I had a screw fall out of my chair when I sat down today. So if I just like fall, there you go. Well, not only will you know why, but you'll have some good hashtag content.
Seriously,
you're saying.
I'm very thrown off by whatever just fell. Anyway,
We'll get through it.
I'm sure we'll be okay.
Nah. If you die, you die. Whatever. It's not that
Sounds
big,
about right.
It's not that big of a loss.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay then.
Jeremy Dolph Lambert over here.
Answering all the questions life has to answer.
Yeah.
We're live, pal.
We're live.
We're live,
Is that
pal.
what I wrote? Life has to answer? Did I write that wrong?
No. You had it. You had all the questions life has to offer.
Okay.
You're good. You're good.
All right. I type a lot of words, so
It's an accurate statement. You do.
yeah, unfortunately.
You should just use pictures. I hear they're worth 1,000 of those words.
Kicking him off this thing. Can I kick him off this thing? Jeremy, can I kick him off the thing?
Who are we kicking off? Spencer?
Spencer.
Nah.
I guess we kind of need her.
Need is a strong word.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm always going to be here. Yeah, Jeremy burying me during the SmackDown post show.
What do you mean? How?
You hadn't mentioned that I was going to be on this show with you.
Oh,
You were like,
I didn't really know who was going to be on the show. I just assume people know you're going to be on it. So, like,
I live here.
yeah,
It's true.
you know, you don't pay rent.
No, rent pays me, thankfully.
I suppose you squat here.
Yeah. Hannah with
Yes.
the gifted sub. Ato Crocs 87. If you're in the chat, if you're hanging out, make sure to say thank you to Hannah, whose birthday, at least on our time, is 15 minutes from now.
Very exciting.
Third man, I swear you like
Happy
just
advance
follow and
birthday, Hannah.
unfollow. What are we doing, third man? Hannah, do you want to be on the stream? We need a fourth. We're just answering life's questions. Do you want to answer life's questions with us? What up, Justin? How you doing, buddy?
Yeah,
You're
answer
welcome
some
to come and
questions.
answer life's questions.
Answer the world with us. Where can I pop? There we go. I'm going to pop this out. There, man says he's very fickle. Don't mind him. My Switch controller has not yet come. It will be here hopefully Wednesday. We'll see. And Ricardo Drugaloo is gifting subs out to Chef211. Thank you. Thank you. If you're there, Chef, give Ricardo a thanks. Drugaloo 612 again.
Hannah's in bed.
I do. That's fine. I want Hannah to answer questions from bed. This makes things even more funny.
I don't know about that. She might just like fall asleep on the stream.
Oh, that's perfect. We can't get TOS for that. I've watched people do that all day.
I was gonna say I found out that there are streams that do that where you just watch people sleep and like, man, the internet's weird.
You're not supposed to.
I don't have another.
Yeah,
Really?
Joel
That's,
Pearl, you told me
that's
you can't do
TOS.
that on a stream. Otherwise, I'd stream that all day. I'd just be fall asleep here.
Let me put it like this.
Tired.
You have to be generating a certain amount of revenue for Twitch and keeping up a certain amount of viewership in order to get away with it. And the
It's
people
like
that I
being
see
able to
doing it
cut
on
your own
stream-
promos. It's
Yeah.
like being able to cut your own promos. You got to have a certain level of respect on your name before
Oh, and
you're
don't-
able to just sleep on stream.
And just to
I
follow
believe
up on
that's
my
the
point,
true SOS.
To follow up on my point, Hannah saying I'm not dressed appropriately to be on stream. Well, neither are these people who are also falling asleep on stream and gaining all the revenue and all the views. So again, you're kind of proving our point. This could work.
Quit trying to bully Hannah to be on stream.
I just want to celebrate her birthday.
Let her sleep for her birthday. She's turning 87.
That's mean.
29 or 59.
Ouch.
No, Ron. No, he's not here because Louis messages me at 6 o'clock, which is 11 o'clock his time, right? Here's how the exchange goes. Let me pull up my DMs here. You know, Louis was supposed to be on the show last week. He said he was going to be on. He said he was going to tell his bad dating stories and everything. And, you know, didn't show up and all this stuff. So he messages me at 6 o'clock. And he says, you got your show tonight. And I said, at 11:30? He uses an Alexis Rose gif, mind you. This is the way to my heart. Like using an Alexis Rose gif. So
that's true.
Yes. He says, totally. And I said, yes. And he says, you got space for one? And I said, if you can stay awake. He says, I'm pretty drunk, so I should be. And I was like, I don't think those two go
like
together.
The opposite. I was just gonna say,
how that
like,
works.
that's a leap in logic. Absolutely not.
Yes. So, and then I message him after the SmackDown show and says, are you awake? And of course, I get no reply. So, everyone, message Louis, tell him he's a coward. And
yes, call him a
it.
coward.
Just tell him he's a coward.
Next time
Louis
this happens,
Pierce,
Jeremy, next time
Louis
this happens,
Fightful.
you have to shoot him a DM and don't say, "Are you awake?" Just be like, "You up?" You got to type it up like this.
I get what you're going for. I'm not.
Yeah, you got to type it out that way.
I'm not doing that. I'm not. He's not going to be back on the show. I'm just gonna. If he tries to say again, "Hey, can I be on the 11:30 show?" I'm gonna be like, "No, I'm not gonna promote you. I'm not gonna do anything. Like, that's not gonna happen."
Get your you ups in the chat. Well, we'll get a.
Okay.
There you go. We'll get our fourth very soon.
We're not getting Hannah because Hannah is in bed and she's turning 83 tomorrow, and so she would like to sleep.
Congratulations.
It's what you need in life.
I'm allowed to bully Hannah's age. Hannah bullies me all the time.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's very true. She does.
Yeah, it's very mean.
Awful friend, really.
No, Hannah's a very good friend. I won't slander Hannah's good name. I mean,
any more than you already have.
Yeah, stretch to say it's a good name, but
it's a name. It's a name in existence.
What up, bud Ryan? How you doing, buddy?
Hey.
Friend.
I don't know.
Hello,
I do
friend.
not.
I say
Wow.
this without the voice crack.
I'm trying to place some. There we go. Some windows. Get these Windows gimmicks working.
I should just do jumping jacks on stream. I did that for that one stream. My legs are shot. I did 3 miles today. A little over 3 miles today. And like my legs are very shot, so I'm not doing jumping jacks. I gotta rest. Wow, Joel, you're really trying to bully Hannah to come on here and defend herself.
She's
you're
goading
doing it
me.
in the comments too. Like you've got a platform that you're currently on. You could be using to do this, and
honestly, like this works because like I bullied people into like giving us bits a stream earlier this week. Their comments were terrible, and I was like, for your terrible comments, you should have to pay. And they paid.
Yes.
I'm shocked at how often shit like that works for you guys.
It happened tonight on the post show.
It's so
Same
dumb.
thing.
It's so dumb.
People give weird takes and then they shell out $50 in super chats.
Yeah. We have
just to talk about how they were right.
We have
Joel, you have to do weighted lunges instead.
There we go.
Why not? Good luck with that.
I'm just gonna give a preemptive no to whatever is suggested workout-wise for me.
Let's just be a workout stream. I think that's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be.
I'd prefer not. Can I like plug my shit before I leave?
No.
We're gonna do some burpees. Burpees fucking suck. The worst.
Still wish I knew what fell earlier.
Yeah, Drew, you were bullied into giving Joel a sub. Very sad.
It's true.
Very
Yes,
sad.
that's right. Appreciate that, by the way. Thank you.
Does anyone want to gift the EP a sub? We'll see.
You're gonna have to tell them who the EP is.
I'm not telling them who the EP is. You either know or you don't know. And if you know, we can be friends. And if you don't know, then we'll keep it that way.
See, can't have a workout stream without Hannah. That's
There you
right.
go.
That's why she's got to come and join us. Then it's a workout stream. Working out all our frustrations.
I've moved to Hannah's side of things, and lots of love for Hannah, but a workout stream just sounds awful.
Oh god, we're not doing a
Workout
beep
streams.
test on stream.
What is the beep test?
It's a Canadian. It's a Canadian thing where
No.
you're basically running back and forth, and you have how much time do you have? Do you remember, Spencer?
I don't remember where it starts, but the increments definitely decrease so that you have to
Yeah.
run faster. I've only ever done one, and like, I don't need to tell you guys about my lack of athletic ability. It ain't fun. Ain't fun. Ain't
I
for me.
remember hating it. That's all I remember.
Yeah, I don't know what this beep test is. Okay, fitness gram pacer test. Those words don't make any sense in that kind of row to me.
The pacer part does.
Indiana Pacers?
Yeah, that's right.
Grams? The only
Sounds like-
grams I deal with are in drugs. So
Yep.
Oh.
And the
Oh.
test is what you don't do after you've taken said drugs.
fair, yeah, exactly.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, you're
So we're
right, Sam.
here.
It is the fitness gram pacer test. It'll be exclusively referred to as such at this point.
That's right. Champ working on that body for TV. I've been TV ready for years, bud.
Are you
They just
still?
won't give me a platform.
Are you still like the champion?
Yeah, don't ask me where the title is, because the answer is I have no bloody clue.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm the champion.
You're the Jericho of the Fightful Network?
Don't you ever
Wow.
fucking compare me to Chris Jericho.
Wow,
Ever.
Joel taking massive offense to
Ever.
that.
Ouch.
Ever.
Massive
Joel Pearl
offense.
shoots hard on Jericho on Fightful
Yeah.
Late Show.
Jeez.
There you go.
So we'll get the
it's
ratings.
almost a wonder that he doesn't block me on Twitter, quite frankly.
He doesn't.
This is
know
because
who
I'm-
you are. You don't tag him,
Well,
do you?
I never tag him, and I also use pseudonyms for him.
Yeah, you're
So
a
it
coward.
works.
That's why.
Yes, that's right.
Coward. See, he might find you out. That's how me and TK became best friends. He was vanity searching himself, and he saw my tweet.
It wasn't even that. It was also the fact that your best buddy fucking tags him on everything once a week.
Someone with the username of like greatest promoter ever, Tony Khan, hopped in our Twitch stream a couple of nights ago, and it was fantastic. Just like a hello guys, and then popped out. But that's always a fun one to see.
Yeah.
No one's ever vanity searched my shit.
Tony-
That's the coolest stuff we get.
Tony Khan rules.
Wrestle Talk. Wrestle Talk had the AEW socials pop in once legitimately, and then a fake one pop in a second time. And they got really excited the second time more than the first time, and then found out that it was a fake AEW account the second time.
Mm-hmm.
It was very, very funny.
I did about 3 miles today, Ron. I've been out the running game. Like last week was the first time I ran since I moved to Ohio, and I moved to Ohio early February. So that tells you almost 3 months, right? Is my math good? I don't know. About 3 months since I had run. So I feel like 3 miles doing that today was good for me. I got to build my cardio back up.
Are you enjoying discovering new places to run in your new home base?
Nah, dude, I just run. I just run like the same trail over and over again, but I run a little bit further each time.
Okay.
So that's good. But like the home stretch that I have to run, I run on the trail. I tweeted this today. Like the home stretch, like the final like quarter mile, there's like restaurants right there, and you can see them from the trail. There's restaurants.
Okay, yeah.
There's a really nice restaurant that you're literally running by. If there were people sitting outside eat there, you'd be running just like right by them, and you could see them. Like you could steal food off their plate if you wanted to. That's how close you are to the restaurant from where the trail is. But there's like a McDonald's and Arby's and Taco Bell, and you can see all this, and you can smell all this, and like it's just the worst as you're in that final stretch to see and smell these things. Just horrible.
Yeah, absolutely. I saw that tweet earlier.
Yes.
I feel like you're a lot like me. Like I'm scared of getting lost on a run lest I have to run longer to get home.
Yeah.
So I stick to the same area every single time.
Yeah.
There's no ain't happening. Ain't happening. I've got too bad of a sense of direction to go outside my comfort zone.
Yeah. Plus, if there's like a nice, trail that's already there for you, what are you gonna do? Like trying to run elsewhere and stuff. Like I'm not trying to run on a bunch of sidewalks, and because I live in like a busy-ish area, so like I'm not trying to run through all that stuff. If there's just a nice trail I can just stick on, that's where I'll be.
Yeah. See, we've got like we live right by Edmonton's River Valley, so like we've got a lot of really great, forest. Forest is the best way to put it, that we can run through and all of that sort of stuff, take the dog off the off leash, all of that sort of stuff. So if he needs a long run, my girlfriend takes him because she is very physically fit and active. And if he needs a quick walk, then right here.
Ricardo, thank you for the 100 bits, saying I chose you guys over DuckTales with my kid. What does that say about me?
It says we're cooler
Says
than
you're
your
a wonderful
kid.
human being.
It's appreciated. I was literally talking in a stream earlier today about how Launchpad McQuack is like one of the most underrated heroes of all time, though.
It's true.
I haven't seen DuckTales in forever. Should watch that again. I still gotta watch The Mighty Ducks from today. I got like 2 seconds into it and then just had shit to do.
Sam, yes, I went to Rexall as a kid. I went to the Skyreach Center as a kid.
There you go. Bud Ryan just goes to the baseball field and sticks to the track. I haven't run on a track in forever.
Oh yeah, the allergies are bad, Drew. That's a good point. Talking about going on long walks, that's been the worst for me. But some Claritin, you're good to go.
I'm a Reactin guy myself.
I was a Flonase guy,
Floating.
and then Reactin, and then
Exotic.
Claritin. Yes. Well, because it used to be real bad.
And then I found one that happened.
Sean scheduled Hannah's birthday tweets.
Tremendous.
Wonderful. Apparently,
excellent.
Steve from Going in Raw, it's his dad's 69th birthday today.
Nice.
There you go. Nice.
Nice.
Love us some Going in Raw.
You're going in Raw for your 69th birthday.
Just don't tell my wife.
Think she
Larry,
would,
I'm on DuckTales.
think she would
anytime-
want to know.
You think so? Anytime someone brings up DuckTales, all I can think of is that Danny Pudi and Larry King interview, where Larry King
Larry,
asks,
I'm on DuckTales.
Larry, I'm on DuckTales. What's one thing you can't live without? Fancy, like a fancy plane or a limousine. And meanwhile, Pudi's like, I don't know, running socks.
I like a good pair of socks. Yeah, socks.
All right. Okay. If
Hannah is getting a facial for her birthday, and I'm just not going to say anything about that.
glad to
It's
see.
also
you.
her 69th birthday.
She's getting a facial on her 69th birthday. Good on you. Good on you.
Okay. I think I have a fourth. If Hannah is going to drag her feet.
She's in bed.
She's in
Did
bed.
you think there was a debate?
She's going to drag her feet in bed. I'm waiting on confirmation. So once we have that, we'll be able to solve the world's problems.
Did I
tell all
approve
the
of this
secrets.
person?
You know who it is.
Maybe. I don't know. You said you were messaging one person. Is it that person?
It's that person.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know if there was somebody else.
Oh yeah, no. I would have told you if it was
Okay.
someone else.
I don't know this person. I
It's
never
true.
get filled.
That's
You
fine.
should
You're not
know
here to
this
get
person.
filled.
Maybe. Yes.
I might know this person, but I don't know who the person specifically is that we're talking about.
Fair. Very fair.
Little,
Wonderful.
Yeah. Oh man, she called you Tim. Oh.
She's saying that Tim is the person I'm going to add because it's my only friend is Tim.
Oh, I like my joke better where she just called you Tim. I think that's funnier.
I mean, Tim is better than I am.
Factual.
See, now I don't know which side to lay on because I was on Jeremy's side that it was funnier when you were Tim, but when you took the self-deprecating angle to it, I thought that was funny too, and I almost want to err on that side because, like, just well done. I like self-deprecating humor. So I'm Team Joel. I'll go Team Joel. I'm taking my talents to Team Joel.
Both.
Y'all could be Team Justine because our friend Justine is now on this call with us. How you doing?
Hello.
Well, I mean, it says she's on the call, but truthfully, it's just her voice because I have not added.
Oh, is it just my video?
Yeah, I've not added the video.
There we go.
So it's gonna hold on. It's gonna
echo.
It's gonna echo. There we go. Okay, the echo's gone now.
Oh, okay, thank God.
Apologies for
I mean, I'm blocked on Twitch now, Joel. I guess it shows you where I stand.
Well, I survived. Good enough for me.
I told you I wasn't looking my best, but like you don't have to prove it.
Here, I'll put my hood up and we'll. Oh no, I can't put my hood up because my in-ears are not attached properly for that.
Wow, Justine, how is your night going?
It's good. It's actually day here.
Oh, true. I forgot you're in the future.
Yeah, it's like 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's day, 2 p.m. So yeah, my day so far has been good, I guess.
Did you watch the tribal chief Roman Reigns?
Yes, I did. It was really awesome. Of course, he's got his new entrance theme. I still haven't formed an opinion on it. Yeah, I still need to listen to it.
Very fair. You gotta give it time.
Wrestling themes need more Baroque undertones, and that's what they did. And I'm a big fan of it. It needs more clavichord and more Baroque. And they did good job.
I'm just glad they're finally saving the Shield music for when Kurt Angle returns.
Yeah, of course. Gotta wait until Kurt Angle makes that return.
Right.
Ricardo with 100 bits for Hannah's facial.
Well, she's not seeing any of those 100 bits, so
that's what she said too. I don't get the money out of it for free. Womp womp.
So the gimmick that we're doing tonight is Spencer Love has what do you call them, Spencer?
They're called table topics.
The
original edition of Table Topics. Big shout out to my mom and 20 years of my childhood for the suggestion, and also big thanks to me for at 17 years old remembering to take these when I moved out. There's where all the credit goes for tonight's episode is to 18-year-old Spencer, which let me tell you, you can't credit him for much.
There we go. Spencer's going to just ask these questions. We're going to fire away. Yeah, Hannah. Too bad. You lay in bed.
House codes.
Yeah, we don't have trust codes. That's true. But you can answer the question. You can answer the questions in the chat if you would like. You'd like to give your thoughts on this stuff, Spencer? Do you want to read this first question here?
Yes, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to direct them at someone, and then that person will ask the next one, and I'll just sort of show it at the screen like I'm a Gen Xer trying to show a photo on his cell phone. So Joel, that one's not very good. I should have edited that one.
No, let him in.
Oh, this is a pretty odd one, lame one to kick it off on. Joel, if possible, would you live year-round in your favorite season? What is your favorite season, Joel Pearl?
I'm a fan of the transitional seasons, so I like spring and fall. I don't like spring for the allergies, but I like fall because it's nice. Oh, shut up. I hate summer because it gets real hot and I sweat. I hate
There we
winter
go. There's
because
the
it's too cold
controversy
and I
we're
hate to
looking
layer
for.
up.
Joel Pearl shoots hard on summer.
So I'll be more of a fall guy.
All right. Anyone else? I disagree. I'm a summer guy, and I would live in it year round. Snow sucks.
I like the fall.
Yeah, I feel like I'm more of a spring summer person. So I'm Australian, so Yeah, I don't
So you
like the dead
get it
stuff.
already.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I just don't like winter, so it's good. It gets cooler. Like it doesn't get cold, but it gets cold. But I don't like it.
Handsome Jeremy?
Oh, I like the fall. I'm a fall guy myself.
All right. Would you live in it year round though?
Probably.
That's the money question.
Like it doesn't get too cold. Doesn't get I pretty much live in my hoodie year round anyway, even when it's like 80 degrees out, because I just like it having cold in my house. So yeah, I could live in fall year round. Be fine with that.
All right. Joel Pearl. If we're ready to move on, I've got your question. I
Well,
will
is
not
there
be
anyone in the
looking-
chat who wants to put that in there? Wants to add their gimmick?
Got a couple in there.
There we
I'll
go.
let you read. You're moderating this.
Yeah.
The chat has answered stuff. Let's see what the chat has to say. Drew says Joel Pearl, we're best friends. Not with that. Queen said,
I'm allowed to have best
That's
friends.
the
other than
worst.
yeah,
you.
you should like pick better friends though, Drew. Especially better best friends. Hannah says Joel loves the snow. Joel says he says purdy, but you hate it. Okay. Sybil says our main season is rain. Yeah, dude, it snowed here in Ohio like last week, and then like 2 days later it was 80. The dumbest shit. Ron says that Justine, you're a better guest than Drunk Louie. I mean, factual.
Okay.
Venus Blue says summer year round. Third Man says Joel gets more extreme temperatures in the winter than we do in Vancouver. Drew says he loves the spring. Hannah gifted a sub to Venus Blue. So Hannah followed my advice, or my, I don't know what advice. Thank you, Hannah.
Instructions.
There we go. Sam says what Justine said. Third Man says spring to summer is the best. Hannah says summer year round. There you go. And Carlos says, not Carlos. Who? Ricardo.
Ricardo.
Sorry. Ricardo lives in Arizona. It's about to hit 100. Ron says 92 next 5 days. Ron's in Florida. There you go. All right. Put the next question on the board.
All right,
for
Joel
to
Pearl.
read.
This one is for you, friend. Can you
Go for it.
Can you see it?
No, you've got to lighten the way.
Oh, see, that sucks. There we go. I had it. See, I'm trying to do this while I've got like the Twitch stream. That's what I'm playing the visual off of.
What's the most significant problem facing the world? Oh God.
Joel
where do
Pearl,
we
tell
start?
us. Pontificate.
Where do we even start with that?
Wrestling fans.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
Wrestling fan. Yeah.
What is it? Put the question. Read the question.
We have what is the most significant problem facing the world? I'll moderate the questions.
Man.
Holding them up seemed to be a bad decision. We're gonna improv.
Yeah, just read them out.
Yeah, just
That's what I'll do.
okay. Justine?
Yeah.
I say stupid people. Just like,
There.
yeah, just making everything difficult. Like, with the COVID stuff, like we could have easily, if people listened, yeah.
Very fair.
That's
Joel, are you
that's the
sticking?
non-funny answer. But
Joel, are you
No, I'll
sticking
give
with
it
wrestling
to
fans?
No, I mean, no. Can you just read the question again? Because I just want to make sure I don't like step on my own foot when I say it.
Meh.
Okay. Joel, what is the most significant problem, the most significant problem facing the world? The one most significant problem.
the only one.
Please give me your single example.
Can you use it in a sentence? No, I think that the rich poor gap is a huge problem. Just the idea of people who are in that top 1% are not able to help out those who are. Yeah, there's a wealth inequality, exactly as Tim says. My amazing co-host.
Your
That's
only
exactly
friend.
my
Your
only friend. My friend who then goes onto my stream, my friend who goes onto my stream and then says that I should play Margaritaville. You son of a bitch.
It's a good song.
Men. Yeah, no, men. Yeah, exactly.
Raw.
Climate change.
Climate
I
change.
think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Climate change. Fair. I'm just gonna say Twitter. Twitter's the worst
Twitter.
thing in the world.
Right?
WWE on Peacock Network sucks too. I feel like if we could
That's
solve
up
that,
there.
things would be a lot
I wouldn't
better.
know. Sorry, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, that's an American only problem, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Some Australians have got the normal.
You guys ain't got that problem. The WWE on Peacock problem.
Yeah, 3/4 of people
Yeah,
on the stream are fine.
Yeah.
Great.
All bad answers.
Ouch.
I still like Raw. Raw is a good answer.
Raw.
Yeah. Yeah, raw.
I don't
Oh,
gotta
I
watch
thought you were
it.
trying to defend that you liked Raw.
No, I've had that go around a few times with Tim though.
I don't have to watch that show anymore, so I'm
Yeah,
fine.
like, thank God.
You don't watch Tim and Joel call it in the ring anymore? I never knew you started.
I did. I've been in the chat a couple times.
That's true. You have. I'm not gonna lie. You
Yeah.
have, and I appreciate your support.
I
I'm
try
not
to
gonna lie.
retweet when I see it and when I remember. I'm bad
Yeah,
at
you're
that stuff, but I try.
No, you're good.
Joel,
I appreciate.
I mean,
Joel,
you're not
who are you
the
asking the next question?
the best wrestling podcast in the universe here, but you know, you're doing all right with your show there.
Buddy,
Joel
buddy,
Pearl.
I can see that there's like there's a little bit of writing in between universe and the. What does that say?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Don't know.
Okay, cool. All right.
I'll just scribble something there.
Yeah, Justin's saying so everyone's going to bypass the pandemic. Listen, the pandemic has been awful in so many ways.
I
But-
did sort of mention it, like it was the people that, not
I
listening.
think top 3. We'll put her in the top 3. I think we can comfortably all put her in the top 3.
Top 5.
Controversial.
up.
It's not. Is COVID on your Mount Rushmore of problems today? Find out next week on Fightful Gaming.
So much. Oh man, yeah. Raw
Oh,
doesn't
we
seem by
can
enough
have-
people to qualify.
Well played. Who are we directing the next one at? Joel Pearl?
We'll direct it to Jeremy to start
Why?
because we've all taken the first run on some.
fun
Cardo
one.
cheering. The 100
Hey.
bits, I think. I think it says 100. Raw is fire. Raw is the fire that happens when some dumbass lights a horde of zombies on fire and you're surrounded. That's giving it too much credit, honestly.
Oh my God.
Way too much credit. All right, what's the question,
I think it's
Spencer?
best in having fun. Well, Jeremy, which of your personality traits would you most like to change?
Nothing. I'm fucking awesome. I'm gonna change
you
any
son
of
of
them.
I'll change them for you.
All right, friend. Then this is going to be a fun one for the rest of us. Which of Jeremy's personality traits would you just like to change?
Oh no.
I wish he was less handsome than me.
Oh.
Fair.
Same answer from Spencer. I wish Jeremy was less handsome than me.
I appreciate
Top that,
answer.
guys.
Oh man.
Don't let Joel Pearl
I can't
answer.
think of anything.
See,
I think
Justine
Jeremy's
knows.
awesome,
Why would you
right?
change perfection? You know?
Yeah, why? Why would you? I
wait for
agree.
Oh, I'm gonna dump all those DMs one day.
His humility.
Yeah.
It's okay. They'll be shit on me too. Hannah saying his
Yeah.
humility.
We both know where bodies are buried here, Joel Pearl. All right.
Yes, we're all to blame.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Hello. That's why I only hop on and ask the questions. I don't answer them. Do you want to read that one, Jeremy? It's hard to answer perfection on that one.
Joel, do you
Jeremy's
have a
best
reply of what you would change about me or yourself?
About you.
Like stop being so perfect, maybe? I don't
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
Agreed. Yes.
Jeremy is the
Stop
best
being
at
so
being
humble.
She would know.
Stop being so humble.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was perfect.
Danny
Next.
missed all the jokes.
All right. Who's this one for? Jeremy, you get to pick.
Go to Joel Pearl.
Let's do it.
Joel Pearl.
Was
What are the redeeming qualities of the person you most dislike?
Ooh.
What are my redeeming qualities, Joel Pearl?
I was about to say,
Yeah.
why did you
This
ruin
is
it? I was
not-
about to say, I know you ruined
This
it. I was
is
about to
not
say their work ethic.
This is just the power of the tarot cards or the tabletop
God.
cards.
No, you know what though? It's funny because in some ways, like the joke of like, what would it be if Jeremy, my quote mortal enemy? But the reality is, like, his work ethic just bugs the shit out of me sometimes.
Wow.
No, because it's nonstop. It fucking hurts because I want to keep up on that level, man. So it's a little bit more of awe. I don't hate him. I hate his work ethic, and therefore, I hate Jeremy.
In the gym
Living the
every
dream.
day, getting these shots up, Joel Pearl.
Listen, I want to sleep until 11 o'clock. Okay.
Justine,
Can't always get
what are the qualities of the person your most hated enemy?
Oh god. Who do I hate? Yeah. This feels like a meditation exercise where you have to think like, okay, think of someone you hate, and then, yeah, what are the positive
Push the
qualities?
ball. Push
Yeah.
the ball.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh god. I guess. Yeah. I can't think of anyone. Like, who do I hate? I don't like. I guess. A boldness.
You have to name their
I don't
name.
know.
Yeah, that's
they're
name who they are, but
playing
think about who they are.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, but.
Spencer, what do you hate or what do you like most about your worst enemy?
I saw that.
Anna says, my most hated enemy is Mike Johnson, and he is great at being the biggest bitch. Factual.
Really? Because I thought the biggest bitch today was PWCDs.
Oh, dude.
Oh, huge
Fucking-
bitch of the week.
They give a shit about the people around them, just not me.
Aw.
That's fair, yeah.
Jesus
I get
Christ!
that.
Call your mom after this.
Hey, I started this stream thanking my mother, and rightfully so, for providing the table topics that have carried this conversation today. The table topics are taking the proverbial 3 count for all of us today.
That's true.
Come on. I started this thanking my mom.
You know what? I will say this. Going back, I want to kind of answer it a little bit more seriously, because as much as the thing is with Jeremy and the work ethic, what it actually is I have friends who are like so good at putting themselves over and putting over the work that they do that they get ahead because of that. And I wish
Yeah.
I had that kind of brashness
Oh
to
my
get
God,
ahead that
same.
way.
Wow,
That's
this
something.
really is a
I can't
shot at
put
me.
myself over at all.
Unfortunately, this time it's not a shot at you.
I mean, look, I did the most self-indulgent shit you could possibly do this past week. So, I literally have a banner hanging behind me. That's a complete
20
shot at
that was-
me.
Jeremy, that was 20 fucking minutes of my day I will never get back.
I warned everybody. I told
20 's
everybody it was
great
going to be 20 minutes. I told everybody.
Oh my God.
I put a lot of work into that video package. Can't help it that
love you
AEW
didn't
main
give their
eventers are
talent
my
the time you
friends
did.
as well. Can't help that.
Half of them are my friends too.
Are they?
Luther follows me. I got that going for me.
Oh,
Oh, and actually, Thunder Rosa follows me too. So obviously, my best friends are main eventers on AEW.
All right, well,
Nice.
my best friend's the president of the company.
That's a pretty big deal. I got
Yeah, that is a big deal, yeah.
Shotzi follows me. Shotzi Blackheart. You're an
Nice.
NXT guy.
Nice.
There you
I
go.
think you guys all follow me.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me check that so I can
Like,
uncheck
let
that.
me check that.
Hey, Joel Pearl has followed you.
I'm really bad at like trying to put myself over, which sounds very weird as I always put myself over. But like, I always think like I'm just doing terrible and that I can do better. It's very much almost like a facade of, again, Tony Khan. Tony Khan beats Adam Pearce. Sorry, Hannah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's a good one, Joel Pearl. That's a good one.
I'm just gonna leave that.
Yeah. Like I always think I do like a bad job at shit, but it's like just the most fakest confidence, and people enjoy it. It's become less fake over the past few months, but it used to be just like very, very fake confidence. Okay, one thing I like about my worst enemy, Joel Pearl. Yes, Tony Khan follows me. Yeah, we're best friends. Kidding me?
Bloody Saint saying he walked in on
Jeremy.
someone's therapy session. I'm like,
But these
yeah,
are-
Jeremy
what do you
and
think?
Tony
are.
Khan and Sloan Kettering, and they were blazing that every day.
Yeah. Well, I've got Lita following me, so that's
Oh,
something.
that's a good one. That's a
Yeah.
good one. Lead is
And
nice.
I've got Elias as well, but not as big as Tony Khan, but you know.
Did Elias follow you, or did the guy who played the solos on
Knew that was
Elias's
coming.
last record follow
Knew
you?
that was
I don't know. I don't know.
Jesus,
Who
Joel, get a
whoever
new
controls
drum and
Elias
beat that.
This is why you're banned,
Jesus.
Joel Pearl. This is why you're banned.
The thing that I hate most about my new least favorite person is he keeps complaining about the solos on Elias's album.
Okay. Yeah, let me message Elias about this.
I'd love Elias to come and tell me wrong and prove to me
Yeah.
that he played those solos.
Great.
It's not worth it. They're
Great. They were. What are we talking about?
no, they weren't. Anyway,
I don't think I answered the question. I'm not going to. What's the next question?
Next question. Joel, you get to pick who it's going to.
let's start with Justine this time.
Justine,
All right.
what are the largest obstacles preventing you from realizing your dreams?
Wow.
Everything about
All
my
right.
God.
And can we maybe narrow that down to
my
one?
anxiety. Oh my God, what do I even be? It's like everything.
And as part of that everything, can we
Yeah.
maybe encapsulate a something?
Something. I guess like my self-doubt.
All right.
Definitely. Yeah, like I never like think I'm good enough for anything, and then yeah, I'm just really negative about myself. So yeah.
One,
But, yeah.
Joel Pearl. I was gonna say
Good
that's a
question.
good one, but that feels like a very inappropriate way to transition to the next person. Joel Pearl.
Ask the question. Ask the
Like,
question
yeah.
again, please.
The question is, what are the largest obstacles preventing you from realizing your dreams?
Two things: money and the anxiety of hearing no. The fear of rejection.
Yeah,
There's
I
a lot of
don't
that.
like rejection at all.
I think before we started streaming, Spencer, I was talking to you about lucking into some of the gigs that I had. And that's really what it was. I lucked into them. I could have been told off at any point for any other gig in my life, but no, I've lucked into a bunch of them. So I haven't had that. I've had no's, like I've had rejection. That's happened. That's normal. But like some of the rejections I've anticipated, I just didn't apply for a job or whatever it could be because I knew or had a
Yeah.
feeling I would be rejected. So that's something that always hits me.
Yeah. Fair call.
Relatable.
Jeremy. I know you've got a banner behind you, so I think you've hit your greatest dream, but is there a greater dream that you're perhaps not realizing because of an
Yeah.
obstacle preventing it?
Time's probably preventing it. Just like I wish I could speed that up and get to where. I don't know if that's like a good answer. Like I know where I want to go. I just there's circumstances that prevent that, and I guess I should probably name those circumstances, but I don't want to out those circumstances. So I'll just say time. Prevents
You are
it.
my circumstance.
Fair. I wish I had more time because I could get more shit done. That would be helpful too. So just go with like an all-encompassing kind of time. All of these are
All right.
very relatable. Yeah.
People in the chat talking about fear and anxiety, not being crippled by it, but it's just like one click from it. I get that. Self-esteem is a big issue.
Yeah, definitely.
I see someone saying everyone else being better than me. That's totally understandable. I have been in that shoe.
There's always someone better than you, no matter what.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure all of you guys can speak to it in wrestling, but mine as far as that goes is like the imposter syndrome of shit. Like there's nothing worse for me. Like nothing, and I know it's never anything personal on anyone's end, but like there's nothing worse than being like, oh, cool, I've emailed this person a dream interview like 50 times, and then you see them appearing on like 49 other podcasts. And you're like, well, what the fuck did I do wrong? Or why not here? Or why not mine? Or whatever it might be. That I think would be mine if I had to narrow it down to one. I am certain there's more than one.
But that's the thing, though. Like, I think for us who like work in the content creation kind of side of things, there's a huge kind of anxiety that comes with the imposter syndrome that exists, because we see other people who are grinding away and maybe seeing huge results, and we're wondering like, is that ever going to come for us? But it does if you're authentic and if you're able to like, do well, and whatever doing well is, that's your own goal setting. But it's tough.
Yep.
I don't disagree. Money's another thing in the chat.
Yeah, money.
Yeah,
definitely.
Oh, dude, and that sucks. Like it sucks that's the biggest barrier for stuff.
Yeah.
It really does. There's so many talented people out there that like just can't travel to go and do interviews or like go to conventions. I know no one can right now, but like all of the, this whole pandemic thing that you guys might have heard about notwithstanding, like, man, that's got to be the worst. Like, at least we're lucky enough here in Edmonton that we've got a great independent scene. There are a lot of people who come in. So, like, I would love to travel, but there's not, like, the hard need to for a lot of stuff. I couldn't imagine being somewhere with, like, a lot of talent, no indie wrestling around you, nothing like that. Because, like, nothing against myself, but there's so many people like that out there who are just better than me, who I'm very lucky with a lot of the opportunities I've got. They just may not have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people talking about imposter syndrome. A lot of people talking about that. A lot of people talking about that.
I have that big time. Go ahead, Joel.
Yes.
No. I'm just reading off the chat, like problems of self-esteem and failure, and it's reality, man. And I think the good thing about this room right now that we're in, not just the four of us chatting, but like the constant stream of comments coming from the chat. Like, I think we're starting to see we're not alone, and there's a common thread here. So if you're feeling alone, I hope you understand. I hope you're seeing, if you're in the chat and you're among us, that you're among like-minded folk. Like, this is real.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's certainly I can only speak for myself in that it has helped me. I certainly hope it has helped other people.
Yes.
For sure.
If anyone else has any words, I encourage them. And Joel, I know you're moderating it, so I'll let you encourage them as well. But I like all the thoughts I've given, so I'm happy to ask another question.
I definitely have the imposter syndrome, and again, people will be like, "Oh, you appear so confident" and stuff. Like, dude, sometimes you just gotta like fake that shit and just do what you want to do, and then hope it works out and stuff. Like, but I'm always just like constantly battling myself on how much I do and wanting to do more and things like that, and always feeling like, oh, I'm not doing enough and shit like that. Like, I appreciate that people say I work hard and things like that. Like, I don't believe it when people say it a lot of times. I'm just like, nah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't believe you at all. Like, I got to keep doing this stuff. I got to keep doing this. Like, I guess I come across very confident, and I try to come across very confident, especially when it comes on like Twitter and doing our show and stuff and putting myself over and whatnot. Like, that's very much not me. That is very much a gimmick to just hide who I actually feel like I am a lot of times. Again, I will say this has improved a lot on my part in the past few months. It's not easy to find someone who lifts you up and like encourages you and helps you and make you feel so confident. I'm very fortunate that I found that person who does all those things for me.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's really nice.
God damn it, Joel!
I don't even know what Joel said.
We're better off.
What can he say except you're welcome?
What did he say, Joel?
I said you're welcome.
Oh, fair. I mean, Joel's helped me a lot. I love you, Joel.
It's all love.
Huge pop. That was well played. Well played. Anyone else? I don't want to cut this conversation short. That's why I'm like, don't want to move on before everybody's got their piece. I think it's an important conversation for, like you said, Joel, us here and those in the chat. So happy to continue it if we would like to. Happy to ask another table topic.
Hannah, you should love. You gotta love, Hannah. It works.
I just want to also just point out before we get to the next topic, if you're in the chat, like we are reading, we are seeing what you're saying, and for those of you who are saying really nice things about us, it's super appreciated. We see it, we read it. I'm just trying not to like make it seem like we're fishing for compliments. So please know that we're reading it. We're just not drawing attention to it by reading it out on the air, but we see it, we appreciate it. Thank you. Let's move on to the next question.
Sounds good. Who had last one?
Justine.
Okay, Justine, this one. You will get first. What do you most enjoy or miss about being single?
What, do I have to answer it? Or do I...
I can ask another. You can re-roll if you want.
No. She's asking if she's answering first, I think.
Like, I am single, so I can't miss it.
No, what do you enjoy about being single, though?
Then what do you most enjoy?
Yeah, freedom. And, like, I don't have to worry about people and stuff like that. Just, I like my alone time. So... yeah.
Jeremy.
Oh, man.
Move to you.
Be careful with your answers.
Yeah.
The EP watches the product, so
Yep.
legitimately,
Yeah.
I don't miss...
Put her over, brother.
I don't like
I feel like I
anyone.
have already.
Thank you, Hannah.
I don't miss anything about it. I do miss the like not having to worry about other people. I do miss that because that's tough. It's just easier if you're like, okay, I'm just worried about myself. It's more difficult when you're like, all right, I have to, what's she doing? What's going on? How is she feeling? Like that stuff can like play with your mind a lot. And that's the part that I'm talking about is like it playing with your mind. I don't mind actually like worrying about her like that and trying to provide and help her and support and everything. But the worrying that plays with your mind, I miss that part of being single. But like truthfully, I don't miss anything about being single.
Joel?
So I have been married for almost 2 years, but I've been in a relationship for 7. So there's only 2 things that I miss. One is just sometimes just living on my own time and doing things on my own time without having to worry about another
Sorry, I'm reading
schedule.
Hannah's comment, sorry.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that one. We will get to that one. So that's one. The other one is actually meeting a lot of different single people. Like I miss dating sometimes. Like I miss the meeting of people. That was always fun for
suck.
me. I'm a social creature sometimes.
Oh.
So that's something I miss. But honestly, I'm very happy with the person I'm with. So that stuff kind of goes by the wayside. But I do miss sometimes being able to like stay up until 4 without anyone being like, "Why did you come to bed so late?"
Dude, I hated being single.
There we go. Me and Spencer, we're team love.
I people in the chat,
love.
people in the chat being single is awesome and
Yeah.
learning and doing new things.
And it's I bear no ill will by any means, but like for me, shit, I suppose number one, in like the most cliche way possible, like I was never very good with women throughout like my late teens, early 20s, anything like that. I wasn't very good with anybody. I'm not a very cool individual by any means, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, Joel, I know you can vouch. But like I always like kind of knew that I wanted, like I was always wanting to be a relationship guy despite the lack of relationships, and like shit, I hit the jackpot. I am batting way above my league. I am like an A ball player batting in the major leagues right now. Like that's I am the luckiest person in the world, to be honest with you. How could I want to be single or miss being single when I've got Morgan? Like the only, like, Joel, I didn't think of it until you brought it up. Like for me, rightfully so, if I was to stay up till 4 a.m, she would be questioning, to say the least, but I would probably also be sitting there at 4 a.m. saying, Spencer, what the fuck are you doing? This is silly. So like she's my conscience, which is another thing that I certainly needed before I met her. Dude, I'm a lucky guy. Being single was boring. I spent way too much on drinks and not enough being happy. So I'm, well,
You're supposed to work at the bar. You're supposed to drink at the bar you work at.
I didn't get either. I worked in the back of house because, like, look at this. I'm almost 30 and I had a breakout before our stream today, so that I think tells you where I'm sitting as far as the attractiveness to bartend. No, like it being single just wasn't for me. It really wasn't. I always knew when I met the person that I wanted to meet, I'd be cool, and here I am, luckily enough, sitting. It's only 10:40, so I'm not gonna get in shit. I've got my dog and my girlfriend here. Tomorrow we're gonna go for a hike, and
Spencer,
I don't miss being single whatsoever.
There was Spencer and I were on Team Love. You guys, you know, what can we say? Hannah
said, go ahead, Jeremy.
Oh, yeah, I'll read it. Hannah says, Jeremy loves love, hated being single, so I married someone that broke up with him at Disney World. I don't even have like a good reply to that. Like,
you told the damn story.
Yeah, I mean, look, I told the story. It's not like I hid it or anything. So it's
Kelso _ burn dot gif.
I like it's kind of true though. Like I enjoy just like being in a relationship as long as the relationship is good. Clearly that past one was not, and that didn't that was not helpful. The current one is fantastic, and I'm enjoying every single moment of it. So and then Hannah also said, oh my god, she sent Minnie. She said, I also don't date, so I don't live a normal single life. It's just me and my tiny humans, but I love being single. I had a terrible marriage. I get that. If you've come off a terrible marriage and you just don't want to do that, and you have kids as well, but there's someone out there. Maybe I would like being in a relationship if someone would gush over me that way. Again, someone's out there.
And that's why, again, I'll go back up to something that Jay Harris said in the chat, and that's single is cool, but finding that person you have a connection with is so dope. I am so old to say so dope.
Yeah, you are.
But the point is, I read verbatim.
You even like slurred it like an older person word. That is so dope.
It's hella dope, bro.
Speaking of, we want to like talk about like movies from our relative childhood. It is the 17th anniversary of the premiere of Mean Girls today. If you all wanted to feel excited.
What a movie.
I feel like I should have known that.
That is one of the few, like there are a lot of movies I love, but like that is one of the movies I could go to at like a quote along in a theater and feel comfortable because I could do the whole thing. You know, but that was one of the ones that aged me. It really aged me. Like I remember going to see that in theaters, being excited for up and coming new star Lindsay Lohan.
Dude, I gotta rewatch Mean Girls. That movie fucking rules. Absolutely.
I'll watch it next year when it's legal.
You could have watched Mean Girls yesterday and you could still say that sentence.
Yes, 100%. We should do a Mean Girls. Oh shit, we're probably not doing a Friday night stream for the next couple Fridays. Maybe when we come back, we'll watch Mean Girls.
I'll just take over.
Yeah,
Let's take
watch
over the Late
along.
Show for 2
See,
weeks.
I can change the stream code on you, and you can't do
NWL.
shit.
Shit.
This is an
It'd be very
NWL
funny.
broadcast.
We'll watch Mean Girls, but I'll be like that substitute teacher that comes in and doesn't give a fuck. just kick my
But you
my
haven't
feet up on the
watched Mean
desk.
Girls, or you don't like it.
I honestly can't remember how I watched it so long ago. I don't remember much of it.
The boobs can tell the weather, Joel Pearl. They can tell when it's gonna rain.
There's a
Booty
30%
hole.
chance
Yeah.
it's raining.
I can remember more of like Super Bad than I can of Mean Girls.
Fair, but like Mean Girls
No,
That
rules.
would be a movie that I admittedly loved, but give the caveat of my next statement and that it really didn't age well. Really didn't age well.
I watched it a few months ago. I think I actually watched it like the last night I was in North Carolina. I was watching it with my parents, and I was like,
Oh no!
"Nah, my dad loves that shit. Like I get my humor from him. So yeah, he loves that shit. But yeah, when I was watching it, I was like, all right, this is still good, but I clearly saw the appeal a lot more 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very, very good way to put it.
Yeah.
Next question.
Let's do it.
Joel Pearl, what makes you laugh the hardest?
Me.
Aww. What makes me laugh the hardest? It's like really stupid humor, really like absurd humor makes me laugh. That's what makes me laugh the hardest.
All right.
So yes, Jeremy.
I'm tempted to agree with you, but I also feel like my first one was stupid. Like there's nothing funnier for me than when I'm walking alongside someone and they're turning and talking to me and run into a sign. Like I love
When someone falls or
like
something.
on anything on America's Funniest Home Videos, I'll take.
Yeah. It depends with me. Like.
Yeah, and Hannah. Hannah's hilarious.
Yeah, Hannah's funny. Yeah. Definitely agree.
No, she's not. Don't give her that.
She said she was in the comments. I believe everything in the Fightful comments section.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
I mean, most of our chat sucks. I mean, we've established this. They're not very smart.
It's true. They have to send more money.
This is like I'm very complimentary to our comment section and like they help us out, but like you can bully people into bits. I couldn't do that.
We need more Jersey bets. That's what we need.
Hannah, enjoy your facial at 11 a.m. Let everyone know how it goes. Take pictures if you can. I don't know if that's Twitter appropriate, but you see some wild shit on Twitter. I feel like a facial can slide under there.
I'm pretty sure I saw a girl do the thing that. No, damn it! I fucked up my own joke. I'm pretty sure I had a girl put up a voice notes app.
Oh God!
Damn it!
Yes, yeah.
The things that come before it.
That
A couple of
ordeal.
months
I
ago.
was halfway out, and I realized it wasn't gonna work.
Jesus.
That's what she said.
Enjoy your birthday.
Happy
Hannah.
birthday.
Yes, happy birthday.
Oh, John Mulaney in the comments. If I had to pick like a specific stand-up comic, he would certainly be up
So
there.
I was gonna
Mitch Hedberg might be my number one as far as
Mitch is
that
up
goes.
there for sure.
I was gonna
Yeah,
go with
Mitch
that.
Hedberg.
You know, who was your favorite comedian? So you're going like Hedberg?
Oh, I'm
Spencer?
going Hedberg 10 out of 10 times.
Justine?
I don't have a favorite comedian. Yeah, I wasn't able to name them.
Dolph
I can
Ziggler?
think of-
Doesn't make the list.
But Dolph Ziggler, no.
I saw Dolph Ziggler do a stand-up show, and honestly, it was solid for what I was expecting.
It was so bad.
okay.
Were you at the same one that I was at? in
I
Toronto?
doubt it. We live in entirely different provinces.
Yeah, but you were in
So-
Toronto when he was at SummerSlam doing it.
Honestly,
No,
I
but-
didn't know he was doing anything over SummerSlam weekend. I saw him here in.
I was in Toronto and I had no idea.
Yeah, he did it, and it was awful. The best part was
Were
seeing
you,
Pat
were
Patterson.
you at the Busted Open when Mark Henry sang his own theme song as karaoke?
No,
Oh,
dude.
tweet that tonight. It was one of my favorite things I've ever seen.
Dude, I spent all of my
Fantastic.
time that week. Most of my time was spent at the Met for all of those shows, for all those indie shows. Where I met you,
Mine
where
was
I met
spent
Sean.
at like an Airbnb where I'd wake up around 11 a.m. and then have a few beverages and then leave for around the area that the shows were at.
Fair. Yeah, I would also have to go to work one of those days. And then it was my bachelor party that weekend.
Oh, nice timing. Well done.
So
Yeah,
Joel,
I purposely planned it.
Joel, you're saying Hedberg?
Yeah, Hedberg and Mulaney and who else was good? Chappelle's another really good one. I see that in the chat. There
I was
one-
gonna see who's the guy from Glow? Mark.
Or Mark Maron.
Maron?
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Ah, right.
He comes and goes
I
with me.
like his bit on turmeric.
No
spice?
one's topping Chris Rock for me. Just
Chris Rock's good.
I think I saw him live a couple years ago. Absolutely tremendous. And you know, it was like the newer stuff, but like that's what I watched a lot of in like middle school and high school, Chris Rock. So yeah, big fan of Chris Rock. I do like Mitch Hedberg. Yeah, like classic Eddie Murphy, like classic Chappelle. Love that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chris Rock is tops for me.
I saw Dane Cook live once, and let me tell you, if I could ever have any $80 back in my life,
Oh my god.
it'd be that specific $80.
Dane Cook was certainly someone that like you just like if you grew up with that when he was like peak and you were in like high school, college, you probably loved Dane Cook.
Even Employee of the Month still isn't bad. Like if
The
there's
movies
nothing
sucked,
else on, and
all
that's
right?
like
The movies
Yeah.
were garbage. His
Employee
stand up
Employee
not
of the Month
bad.
was fine. Employee of the Month was fine. I will give it the fine rating.
Fine. Okay.
There's three out of the 5 bags of popcorn on that one.
Ah,
But
sure.
like, his live stand-up certainly soured me on any future stand-up appearances that I would be paying to see.
Joel, why is
Is the best way I
your
can put it.
video so shit?
Sam,
I don't know.
actually, like, and nothing against the guy because I don't know what it is, but like, Google a picture of Dane Cook right now, and that's all I've got to say.
Let me try this. I'm going to turn it off for a sec.
Okay.
And I'm going to come back, and hopefully it works.
Nah, it's better.
There you go.
Okay.
It was probably just my bit rate dying.
Do I need
I
to
was having
rewatch
fun.
Employee of the Month? Like, is it actually halfway
Maybe
decent?
you like.
It's a
Yeah,
fun
but
watch.
how-
All right, take your word
It's a
for it.
fine watch.
Oh, I watched that movie. It existed. Next question.
So we've got Mean Girls and we've got Employee of the Month.
Yeah, one
lined
is
up as
far
our
far
watch-
superior.
We've
Yeah,
got
one-
as our 2 watch-alongs while Jeremy's gone.
Oh no, you guys are just tormenting me. Do these shows.
I think it sounds like a lot of fun, and I'm offended, so I'm going to ask you the next question.
Well-
Joel Pearl, who do you think is the most important person alive today? You're getting a
Vincent
heavy question.
Kennedy McMahon.
Vincent
No.
Kennedy.
Man, oh my god.
Jeremy's best friend, Tony Khan.
Tony Khan. That's right. Most important person alive today.
Oh, good.
I don't know. It's a very subjective question.
All right, you want me to answer?
Go ahead. Also, Justin talking about Waiting. Waiting is an A+ movie.
Yeah,
so
that
yes,
movie
I agree with that.
rules.
Welcome to Thunderdome, bitch.
Yeah, that movie's
Oh,
great.
it's the goat! Oh shit, it's the goat!
Oh my god.
Yes, my mother is a very important human being.
Yeah,
Don't
look,
forget
you're
that.
gonna knock me for a corny answer, but the EP is the most important person to me. So there you go.
Boo. I turned my gain up for this, so I hope it sounds angry or boo.
I don't want to say like, oh, Joe Biden's the most important person. I don't care what happens to Joe Biden. Like,
I do because
Yes,
he's
that's
got the hands on the nuclear code.
Jolt and Joe out of this.
Jolt. The man can't jolt out of anything, okay? He can barely
yeah, he's
jolt out of a
walking
sleeping
very,
pattern.
very slow.
78-year-old Anyway,
Look, I vetted all of the political table topics. We're not bringing them up ad nauseum.
Jussie, answer the question now.
I guess me. So I should make myself the most important
I
person.
like that answer.
Okay, it works.
I like that
answer.
answer.
Yeah.
A great for
Yeah.
coming with it because when you first said me, I was like, oh, that's going to be tough to defend, and then you did it. So well done.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I like the confidence in the answer.
That's right.
That one
Swagger.
was
I need to put myself over. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so negative of
Do it.
myself.
Here we are.
You should. You're
Yeah.
awesome. You should put yourself over.
Hell yeah, you should.
Dan, I have that effect on people.
You make me want to be less single.
We've got Elon Musk with a sad winky face, which is something you don't see very often. I've never winked at someone sadly.
You never done one of these? You never done one of these before?
Hey, are you into me? Hey, I saw you from across the bar.
Joel, check your
most
DMs.
I agree. Self-love is important, except for when you
Yeah.
self-love yourself too much and it hurts the next day.
Well,
Boo! Boo!
What's the next question?
time.
What's the next question?
Next question is. I don't like that one. That one's not-
okay.
that one's a very opinionated one. Joel Pearl.
God
Oh no, I
damn it.
started with you last time. Justine, what is the best and worst thing about being a man or a woman?
So the worst, like best and worst thing of being a woman for me.
It says
Where-
best.
For
What
boys.
is the best and worst thing about being a man or a woman?
Do I choose one or the other, or do I answer both?
I don't know the context. I am presenting exactly.
Answer
I
for
have
yourself. Answer for
Well, I
yourself.
guess the worst thing being a woman is having monthly periods, but that's
Fair.
But yeah, don't want to get in detail with that with men. But being a woman is that it can be nice and beautiful, and I don't know, get to wear dresses. I don't know. That's dumb.
I can wear
don't
dresses
know.
as a man.
Yeah, man can wear a dress too.
That's
so
true.
yeah, I didn't think that through. But
It's a
yeah.
bit of an odd one. I don't like the way it's worded.
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah,
it.
we should have thrown that one out. You shouldn't have answered that, Justine. You should have just pled
just
the
in the
fifth.
interest of being fair and not making only one person answer, I am going to continue this line of questioning.
That's fair.
Okay.
It is only fair. No one likes it, but we're gonna keep doing this one. Jeremy,
The best thing about being a man, I don't know.
yeah, this
The
one's
piece
brutal.
standing up. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. Peace standing up. Can't do that, women.
My answer.
I've met a few who can, but okay.
Oh my God.
And the worst thing is, I don't know, man. Sometimes your balls itch a lot.
BSTL.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's an answer, Joel. There's a good one. I was gonna say shaving. I hate shaving my face, and like I can't even grow a beard where it's like, okay, I can go a day and it will look acceptable. It looks terrible, no matter where I'm at, unless I'm completely baby faced. So I'll go with that. Best part. I don't know because I don't have a comparison. That's the worst part of this question.
Don't have to wear makeup. I don't know.
There you go.
This is a very fair
Yeah.
point.
You can just like wash your
Yeah.
face and you're out. Like you don't have to worry about.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna take that gift while I've got it. Yeah, I don't have to wear makeup. Don't have to wear makeup at all. That's what I'm going with. Joel Pearl, close it out quickly.
Privilege. Next.
Privileged.
Privilege.
Ricardo gifted out the sub to Pat. Oh man, it cuts off.
Maloney.
Patches Malone. What? Patches Malone.
Patches Maloney.
Patches Malone. There you go. Patches, if you're in the chat, make sure you say thank you to Ricardo. Appreciate you, Ricardo. You're a good man. All right, what's the next question?
I'm going to look at this first before I say Justine will give you redemption. Justine will give you a redemption. What does your perfect day look like?
Perfect day. I guess my days usually just consist of me like working out. So I love working out. I don't know why, but going like a beautiful sunny day, not too hot, not too warm, perfect weather, and probably hanging with a friend or two, and just relaxing, not worrying about anything. So that's a perfect day.
Not worrying
Excellent.
about anything is certainly a good
Yeah.
Joel Pearl.
April 25th is my favorite.
No!
Yeah, basically that.
That's so-
Like you wear a light
What I
jacket, so it's not too cold, so light jacket. Like I want to be able to wear a crop top, just gotta wear the crop top.
A perfect day for me is sleeping in a little bit and then hanging out with my wife for a bit, cooking, just being able to lounge about, play some video games, hang out, do a lot of stuff. Maybe get out for a little while, take a long walk because I do enjoy that when the weather's nice and I'm available too. It's good. It's always good. That's a good day. And then the evening, obviously, we're watching wrestling all night, baby. That's what we do because we all love. Sorry, I almost got through it without laughing.
Jeremy, your perfect day sounds very conspicuously like Joel's.
Yeah, watching a lot of wrestling.
Dude, that's not a perfect day.
Yeah,
Perfect day is
a
when I'm in
day
the
when-
gym all day getting these shots up, honestly, perfect day, hanging out with the EP. Doesn't really matter what we're doing. Probably gonna have a good time. Kicking her ass in Uno. It's always fun. And that's pretty much it. Like honestly, just hanging out with her, and again, whatever we're doing, I'm good with it.
For me, it is mid-June. I wake up at the hour of 10 o'clock a.m. I have a luxurious brunch and a bottle of Prosecco. I then go for a walk with my pup.
Oh my God, having a glass of wine, yeah.
I then go for a long walk with my pup. I come home, and then for whatever reason, the Royal Rumble by this point has been moved to the middle of the summer. So I watch the Royal Rumble on a patio with multiple pitchers
You
of
guys
beverages.
with your wrestling, man. Like I can't watch it. That's
Summer Rumble, yeah.
That's what I don't want on my
I
perfect day.
like my summer Royal Rumble idea.
I don't want more
honestly-
wrestling on my perfect day. I don't.
I also don't think I'd be watching more wrestling on my day off.
Yeah,
I don't.
same, yeah.
I would probably enjoy the time off. It's like when we were talking about doing the Rebellion watch along, and I was like, I'd rather sit in my underpants and watch it on my own. That's how I feel on a perfect day.
Yeah.
I'm glad I spent it with you.
It's listening to it's watching Legally Blonde and listening to the Perfect Day montage the entire time. Who sings that song? Anybody know?
Lou Reed.
Lou Reed?
I don't think
Perfect
that he
Day.
sings the one in Legally Blonde.
No, probably not. But
Hoku,
I
there you
figured
go.
we would-
Ron Patel's got it. Perfect
Nicely done.
Crazy.
day.
That was quick,
Nothing
too.
standing
That was-
in my way.
There was no Google for that. That was a straight up. I knew the
Yeah.
answer.
Ron
Oh,
Patel's
wow.
a genius,
Ron,
man.
wasn't it? Wasn't that Legally
Well done,
Blonde?
Ron.
That's what I said. Legally Blonde. Are you
I
high?
thought you okay. Yeah, a little bit. I thought no. I was
We're all
reading.
playing chess and you're playing checkers.
I was reading the chat because we were making miscongeniality references.
Fair.
We've moved on.
What's next? What's the next question?
It's a Legally
Jeremy.
Blonde reference.
Jeremy, what is more important, intelligence or common sense?
Common sense.
Yes.
Honestly, common sense. Like,
No, common sense.
yeah, if you're not intelligent, like
that's fine.
that's fine. But like, you gotta
Yeah.
have some common sense.
It's the
Otherwise,
Yeah, I
proverbial
know a
book
lot of
smart
people.
versus street smart.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
I know a lot of book smart people.
Yeah, I know a lot of smart people who ain't that smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll give you a second chance here because that was just a quick one.
Yeah.
What would you love to find at a yard sale?
Something worth way
I
more
like this question.
than I'm gonna pay for it. I'd like to, find like something worth $1 million and only pay $1 for it and then resell it. That's what
Get
I would
$1
like to
million.
find.
You want to be on like Antique Hunters.
Yeah. I don't know what I'd like to actually find at a yard sale. That's legit my answer. Like,
All right. You want to be a Pawn Star. Joel Pearl.
What would I like to find at a not a pawn shop, at a yard sale?
Two totally different schools of thought.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, I'd want to find like a priceless comic book. That's what I'd want to find.
yeah.
I want to find like Action Heroes #1 with Superman, blah 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 blah, in mint condition, for 5 cents
right.
at a yard sale.
If you want me to narrow it down, I'd like to find like a cool, like a Jordan rookie card or something, like at a yard sale, and then I'd sell it for a lot of money.
I would rather have a Michael Jordan baseball card than any Michael Jordan basketball card.
Whatever. If it's a rookie Michael Jordan card, though, sell that shit for a lot of money. Find that shit.
I honestly wonder if a Michael Jordan, because like Michael Jordan baseball cards are worth a ton.
Yeah,
too.
they are. I got some.
So I don't
unopened.
know which would be worth more.
Well, regardless, like just give me some type of cool card.
I'll just have one, please.
Yeah, that I can buy for like $5 at a yard sale and then sell it for $500,000.
All right, Justine.
Man, if I ever went to a yard sale, what would I look for? I guess I'll probably look at the clothes and see if I could make like an outfit with them. Yeah,
Right, I like that.
Yeah, like I don't collect anything. Like I wouldn't buy like a comic book or anything like that because I'm not a collector in that way. So yeah, probably like an outfit, like vintage. See?
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you go.
All right. I would have to go Pokemon cards or Thai Beanie Babies.
Oh, dude, if you want some Beanie Babies, I got thousands of those.
Seriously? Number one, I should ask, am I echoing at all? Because my headphones just died.
No, I don't hear
I
it.
don't think
You're
so,
fine.
no.
Yeah.
Beauty, sounds good. Just wanted to make sure I'm not fucking the stream up.
Hold on.
I used to have
Hold on.
thousands of Thai Beanie Babies, and to be honest with you, no idea what happened to them. Like, I feel like everybody's got, like, all of the children's toys that they remember, and they just went. Like, whether parents got rid of them.
Mine are gone. I don't know what happened to them.
Yeah. Joel?
Did Jeremy just go to get killed?
I hope
What's going
not.
on?
That's a pretty extreme route to go. Like,
I don't know
I
what's going
maybe
on.
first thought, like, did Jeremy go to, like, pick up his Uber Eats?
Nope, he went to find a Beanie Baby.
Oh, he's got a Beanie
Not
Baby.
nearly as fun.
Sick.
This one
Sick.
here.
Ooh.
See, I used to have pretty well all the bears. I used to have the Princess Diana one that
Yep.
they did.
Yep.
I used to have that one.
So
I've still got the only one I've still got is Osito, their tribute Mexico bear.
these are just the ones that I have here in Ohio with me because they're going elsewhere. But my grandma, huge collector, hoarder of like everything, and like just so many Beanie Babies, and left them to me and my mom when she passed away a couple years ago. And like my parents' attic legit like 5 Tupperware things of just shit ton of beanie, and she loved the bears. So many bears, so many bears. So yeah,
It's actually worth looking the prices of those up, man.
Oh, we have, and we've tried to sell stuff and get what we can out of them. But yeah, she's so many Beanie Babies.
Nuts. Yeah, that'd probably be what I'd go for. Cause like I don't like the idea of collecting something just to have it grow in value. But like at least with those, they've got like some sort of nostalgic value for me. Like I'm still a huge Pokemon fan, despite what my draft results might tell you. Like Pokemon cards, I've still got same sort of thing, like thousands of them kicking around just because I had them. And then Beanie Babies, I had them, and they're gone. They're all gone. So that would be mine.
There you go. All right, next question.
Wonderful.
Don't like that one. That's asking for controversy.
Oh man.
Joel Pearl, what's
Yo.
one question? What one question would you ask a psychic about the future?
Wow.
And not just your future, but the future.
Here's the future.
Who dies first, me or my wife?
Whoa!
I need to prepare for these things.
That went
You know what? I ain't mad at this answer. All right? I ain't mad at this answer.
That just certainly is not the way I expected
Fair.
us to start.
That was like
Do
0
I
to
my
100.
spouse die first was not what I was expecting on question 1.
Yeah, very fair. Joel went definitely a little off topic or off board there, but I ain't mad at it.
Papa's answer sounds pretty stupid now.
Listen, we talk about it all the time, the two of us. She's like, you can't die. And I'm like, that's cool. I probably won't. And she's like, no, statistically, you will probably die first. And I'm like, oh, well, that's great. I think you will die first. And she's like, why do you think that? I'm like, I don't have an answer, but now it's the one I'm going with. So I want to ask.
Do you guys have a pool? Do you guys have
We do not have a death pool.
Oh, well, that's...
My wife and I love each other. We just also want to know that we're going to be together for a while.
Well, but see, if that's the crux of the problem, Joel, then you might as well put some stakes on it and throw some cash on it.
Listen, I like ribeyes. I don't want to have any more steaks than I already do. Next week's lottery numbers. It's a pretty good one.
Yeah, that would be mine, honestly. Like, trying to just get hooked up with the lottery.
Oh, Spencer's now frozen in the back position. Oh, he's back.
He's unfrozen.
Kind of. When will the Jets win the Super Bowl, buddy? A long time.
Wow. Are you a psychic, Joel? Can you
Yes,
say
I
that
am.
with confidence that the Jets?
Yes,
It'll be a while.
my wife will go before me.
Spencer is 100% just like gone. Spencer,
Yeah, he's gone. He's
disconnect
out.
and reconnect. See if that helps at all. Because we need you for this. Because you have all the questions. So.
Well, I actually have a website that has the questions.
Well, that's no fun. Like
Just
the
in
gimmick
case.
of this is Spencer's got the questions here on the table talk.
Yeah,
Fine.
he's got
Fine.
cards.
I like him having the cards.
Can I boot? I'm gonna boot Spencer from the call. There.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
Joel, call him back. See
Let's call
if
him
we can
back.
get it fixed up here. We'll do this. How long have we been doing this? We got another half hour, so we'll go about 2 hours or so. Unless Joel, you're getting tired, you can get yelled at.
No, if she's asleep, she's asleep. If
Okay.
not,
Spencer
She'll be
might
fine.
get yelled at. I don't know.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's probably what happened. He got yelled at.
Fair.
The person I'm telling you to raid has only been up for 47 minutes, and I'm hoping that they stay up for a while longer.
Okay. Justine, are you good?
yeah, I'm good. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good.
You don't have to go to bed soon because it's
No,
super late
it's
where
3
you are.
p.m. here. It's 3 p.m.
Spencer has DM'd me. He's apologized. He says hopefully he's back in a sec.
Okay.
Said he could still hear us, but not sure what happened. So hopefully we'll get him back in here, and then we'll continue the game since he has the card. I don't even know what's a game. The conversation, and since he has the cards with all of life's questions on it.
Yeah, it's almost 3:15 p.m. and I am not a good host, so I.
Really? You're in charge of this thing now. I'm going to go. See you later. Bye. Jeremy, let's
don't
go.
put
It's
me in
just the
charge.
Justine
I'm
show.
not in charge person.
It's Jussie on stream now.
That's fine.
But,
We can do that.
yeah.
Run the gimmick.
Yeah, we can do that.
It's like, so, like, do we like stuff? Like,
Do we like stuff?
You
Do we
like stuff?
Yeah. Do we like stuff and things, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how's the weather? Like, how?
Oh, that's my favorite. When you see like newer streamers trying to like keep up with conversation or make conversation, and it's always like, so, how's the weather where you guys are?
Yeah, it's like, where are you from? Like, yeah.
I'm gonna give any streamer here who's interested a little bit of intel. If you take a notepad on your computer and you put a list of topics of conversation,
I hope this
it
works.
might help. Yes, you're back.
Spencer.
There we
Am
go,
I back?
Spencer. Yes.
Yes.
We're back.
Yes.
All right. Go
Oh, that
go
was so
to.
frustrating.
Now you're echoing, so we gotta fix that.
Oh, I think that's just completely on Spencer's end, isn't it? Turn your radio down, Spencer.
I got her. I think I figured it out. I was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
trying
we're
to
good,
get
we're
back as fast as possible.
All right.
We talk about the weather.
Next question.
We talk about the government.
Look, I'm sorry. I do just to make the one point that I was making is you all got a good glimpse of my elongated neck as I threw my head back.
I was so
Yeah,
turned on.
perfect shot.
Different young
Perfect shot.
Biff. Old Biff and Young Biff really didn't do a good enough job of convincing me that like a sports almanac from the future is a bad idea. They really
96
haven't.
Florida Marlins.
So I am, if I could ask anything on the future, it would be all of these sports results for the next 100 years.
That
So that I
sounds
could
right.
bet on them and build a tower.
Damn Biff. Oh no, he froze again.
Oh no. he's
Spencer.
frozen again.
Oh my God.
What is going on?
You got a hardwire in there, buddy.
Oh, Spencer's just gonna. I'm assuming he can hear us because he said he could last time, but he's messing this up. I like that it just like briefly changes. His picture does for like a split second, and then it, then it freezes. It's just frozen again.
Yep. He's gotta do that gimmick where he unplugs and replugs.
Yeah,
and-
Spencer, you gotta reboot your Wi-Fi
Turn
or
it on
something,
and off
buddy.
again.
Plug it back in.
Turn it on, turn it off again. Turn it off, then turn it on again.
I'm gonna kick Spencer off the call once more. Gone. And then
For anyone
Gone.
just joining us, we're doing table topics, except that our host of table topics has shitty internet.
yes, it was working just
Well, at least
fine.
it's not me for once.
That's right. My favorite thing now is watching streamers' OBS streams completely fucking die on them in the middle of a stream. Cam Hawkins, I'm looking
Happens
at
to
you.
me so many times, man.
I've watched
What?
Seahawks internet has jobbed him out so many times, and it's so
Oh my
much
God.
fun.
Oh my god.
I give him so much shit for it, and I know it'll happen to me soon
Mm.
because that's just what happens. Get in here. Oh, I gotta wait for Spenny. We'll wait for Spenny to get back.
No, Ron, Sean and I did not freeze tonight. Like
It was a bit. It was very much a bit.
we held that just that entire time. We did not freeze at all. I was waiting for him to break, and he was waiting for me to break, and I was like, oh man, I don't know how much longer this can continue.
I was watching you guys. I was like, oh my god, these dicks. Love it.
It's tremendous. I do that a lot with the EP. I'll just stay in one spot and just like completely freeze her, and it breaks her every time very quickly. All right, Spencer is rebooting his computer.
Perfect.
Oh, okay. Got to reboot the computer.
Way to go, Spencer, everyone.
Do you want to do a table talk topic from the computer there, Joel Pearl?
Yeah, let me pull up one of these
Okay.
gimmicks here. I gotta actually remember where. Oh, here we go. Table. Is it tabletalk.org? No, where is it? Ah,
I thought you had it.
yeah, I got it here. Nope, I don't have it here. I did have it, and then I got rid of it for some reason.
Yeah, I lost a staring contest. But see, he was already smiling, so it was easier. So like I had to play straight a little bit longer, and it's harder to play straight if you're smiling. You can already look like you're breaking a little.
I lost it. Wherever that table topics was.
Spencer says he is hardwired. My God, I don't know what it is
Wow.
then.
Here we go. Conversationstarters.com. Okay.
That's not
Let's
quite
find
the
one.
same.
No, it's not. There's one that just popped up. What would you be doing if you were not here right now?
Playing video games.
Exactly.
Yeah, we probably like doing nothing.
I want to point out Drew saying that Cam should be on one of these late shows. I'm afraid to do that. I'm scared to bring Cam on for one of these late streams.
Really?
Because when he did the WrestleMania stream, he was like, he spent so much of his time like hanging out with whoever was in his room with him. It was like the most ridiculous shit ever. I loved it, but it
Yes.
was so weird.
Wow.
Anyway,
Shame I
yeah.
missed that.
I love Cam. Okay, here's a good thing. We'll ask this one. I'll ask Justine first.
Mhm.
What is the last thing you do before you go to sleep?
Last thing I do, I guess, depends. Like I turn off the lights. But yeah, like I usually like before I go to sleep, I look at my phone and then pass out. But yeah, switch off the lights and then yeah, switch off the TV. Like I gotta have a dark room. But yeah, I'm pretty boring.
You need pitch black to go to sleep. Is that the gimmick?
Pretty much, yeah.
Do you have like a fan going? Can you sleep with a TV on?
No, I can't sleep with the TV on, and I'm paranoid if I have like a fan or a heater on. Like I have to switch it off the moment I'm gonna go to bed. So, like I don't want to waste electricity just having, like yeah, I have to turn everything off.
That's fair. Joel?
Jeremy.
Oh, you're gonna ask
okay
me?
then. Yeah, I was gonna ask you, of course.
All right.
Mm.
Do you want the safe answer or the not safe answer?
I will take both.
No, legitimately just like cuddle up. That's the last thing I do. Cuddle up and just fall asleep.
That's fair. I tend to, when I lie in bed and I'm trying to fall asleep, I will kind of reflect on my day a little bit, or if I'm having like a really hard time falling asleep, I will try to like recall certain things that I've done to kind of like get my brain to settle, but also see how my memory recall is, and that kind of lulls me to sleep. So that's usually the last thing I do.
That's pretty good.
That's
yeah.
good. If I do have like trouble sleeping, I'll like count to 50 and then I'll count down from 50. So I'll count up and then I'll count down. And usually I'm asleep before I get back to 1. But usually if I'm cuddled up, I'm very comfortable and I can fall asleep pretty easily.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, like I would use a meditation app if I find it a bit hard to go to sleep. So like I'll get my meditation app, get a sleeping meditation, and then
I turn on Twitch and I turn on every single ASMR stream, and I listen.
Yeah.
I listen to all of them at once, just all at the same time.
Yeah.
Actually, we've gotten into listening to like rainfall sounds as we go to sleep.
Oh,
That
yeah,
helps.
rainforest.
Because my partner has a hard time falling asleep, whereas I don't. I can sleep just about anywhere, so I'm lucky like that.
See, I usually have a sleep mask when I sleep, and then I can sleep with a TV on, and then but sometimes it's not on. Usually a fan is running. I usually have to have like some type of noise though, because I can't sleep in like just complete silence. It weirds me out a little too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hit or miss with that, but I get you. Like in the summertime, it's running the AC, so that's a loud ass noise for us because it's one of those internal ACs, like one of those not the window units, but the floor units that you have to like vent out through the window. One of those. So yeah, those are loud as hell. It's like sleeping with a jet engine.
All right, let me add Spencer. Yes, I do sleep.
Okay.
I don't get a ton of it. Like weekends, I catch up on a lot of sleep. That's why you don't see me around a shit ton on weekends because I'm either running errands or I'm sleeping.
That why I enjoy weekends so much more.
Probably. I mean,
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you
dude, I
need that
avoid
break.
Twitter and stuff, man. Like you gotta take a break from that shit.
And he's back.
I quit forever if I screw this up again.
All right,
We'll just end
big.
it. We'll just
Welcome
end it again.
back.
Yeah, this is big time here, Spencer. All right, we're gonna do about 20 more minutes or so. So throw a topic at us. Or
What
question, I
happens
should
when
say.
you get the late game call up from the AHL? Sorry, everybody.
Wonderful.
Drew, enjoy your weekend, buddy.
Cheers. Sleep well.
Hey, see you, Drew.
Before I go to bed, I screw up the entire Fightful gaming stream.
Yeah, goddamn, you do a great job of that one, pal.
Usually I sleep best on Fridays because that seems to be my prime opportunity to do so.
Sleep like a goddamn baby. Louis Dangor is just like, okay, to help me sleep, I get really, really plastered. And then I tell Jeremy that I'm going to join the Fightful Late Late Show. And then I don't. And I
Wait a
sleep
second.
like a
You're
baby.
Louis Dangor?
I am now.
Fair.
All right. Answer the Oh, no. He did it again.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, Spencer.
No!
Spencer, one job.
Spencer.
Oh,
No!
No,
dude, what happened?
I don't know.
What is going on?
Well, Spencer's retired now, so what can you do?
No!
All right, we're gonna
Oh,
we're gonna wrap up then. Hold on.
Hmm.
All right.
poor bastard.
Oh, Spencer's kind of moving. He's trying. He's trying to force it.
He's a trying.
Yeah, he's trying to force this thing to work.
Yeah.
Spencer, can you just like turn off your camera? Can we just get audio?
Try it. One job, hang him up, bud.
Yeah, what
He's
if-
just making
audio?
movements. He's like, mm.
Now Vogue.
He's like,
Oh, now he's just dejected. Turn off your camera. Turn off your camera.
It's kind of coming around. It's trying to. It's trying to.
Oh, there you go. Before I go to bed, I tell Alexa to turn off the lights.
There you go.
Perfect.
Slideshow.
For anyone-
Yes.
For anyone listening to us on speakers, Alexa, turn off the lights.
I hope
I'm
that
really
doesn't
hoping
work
that
for
happens to
anybody.
someone.
It's very mean. It's very, very mean.
Alexa, play the heaviest death metal song you've got. Spenny, game over, man. It's not working.
All right, we're gonna remove Spencer just from everything. Spencer
Poor
has
bastard.
died. R.I.P. Spencer.
R.I.P. Spencer.
Yeah. Joel, plug
so,
Spencer's stuff for him.
What is he? He's at Spenny Love over on Twitter. You can follow his Love Wrestling CA. I believe this is it. He's also in the Twitch chat. I wish he would just. Oh no, because then it wouldn't work. What's he? Love Wrestling CA. I think that's him. And you can follow him at Spenny Love.
let me
Spenny Love.
follow him. I don't.
Yeah, I agree with Sam. Jesus. Being a jerk, Joel. Justine, where can
Well,
people find you at?
Oh, me. Sorry, I'm just like, oh, me. You can find me at Justy. So I'm on Twitch, obviously, as well as Twitter, under the same Justy, JUSSIE, twice. So, yeah, catch me on Twitch. And, yeah.
Thank you for joining us again on short notice, Justine.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure to come on here and hang with you guys.
TN Sooner with the late follow there. We're about to wrap up, but we got a raid
Yeah.
coming. We appreciate the follow, TN Sooner. Joel's already plugged his shit in the chat.
Yeah, I ain't hard to find. I'll be back on tomorrow on my channel, twitch.tv/JoelPearl. I'll probably play music around 9 p.m. Eastern. Come and hang out. We'll do some music. I take requests now. Got a song list.
Yeah.
Come and do the thing.
Are
We'll do
you
it.
going to let me sing?
Yes, we can do that.
Really?
I gotta sit down with you tomorrow and we'll figure out a way that you can hear stuff.
I'm going to be out of commission tomorrow, so
Okay. Well, then we won't do it tomorrow,
We're
but
not
we'll
gonna
find a
do
time
that.
to actually do it.
yeah, we're not
Because
going to.
JJ actually in our stream, he recommended, or not recommended, he requested a Taylor Swift song the other day for you.
As he
And I
should.
played it, and he was wondering where you were, and you were actually busy. So there you go.
I'm always busy. That's the problem.
It's true.
Yeah. I can do it Saturday. Saturday night, that's a little tougher. We'll figure something out.
Well, you know my schedule is always available.
Yeah.
So we can make it.
We'll figure something out. We'll get me doing singing on your stream at some point.
Yes.
Guys, I don't know.
That's cool, Dan.
What's that?
Oh, sorry, I was mumbling to myself. I wasn't saying anything.
I don't know when we'll be back. We'll be back on Twitch Monday at the very latest. Maybe I do something tomorrow. Maybe I do something Sunday. I don't know. Figure it out. But we'll definitely be back on Monday. Joseph and I will be chatting wrestling, even though there's no wrestling this weekend. So I don't even know what we're gonna do on Monday's show. But we'll do something. Appreciate y'all hanging out. I got another follow.
John Elite 45 for life.
There you
For
go.
Liff.
For Liff.
For Liff.
Appreciate the follow, John. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Check out the video on demand if you're coming in here late. And then I think that's it. Go to Fightful, all that stuff. Joel, I know you want me to raid somebody, but I'll plug it. Lucha Freddy. If anybody wants to go to twitch.tv/Lucha Freddy and check out his stuff. We're gonna raid my boys at New Legacy though. They usually don't.
Oh,
stream.
they don't need that.
Yeah, but like those are my guys. Those are my guys.
They don't need it.
So,
They get all the people. They're fine.
Yeah, but-
Look at them. They got 213 people.
Okay.
Lucha Freddy's got 8.
They're my
God.
guys.
Like
though.
Leader's on.
Lita's got 75 people. She's fine.
Yeah,
We gotta
she's
support the
fine.
small streamers,
Fine,
Jared. We gotta
Joel.
support the small streamers.
Fine. You know what?
And
But,
besides, Freddie
my
was once a
friend-
Chikara guy. He's also a Toronto indie guy. He's a great human being.
Fine. Everyone say hi to Lucha Freddy, and hope hopefully his stream is going well. Tell him we said hi, and wish him well. And now I got to explain to Johnny and the boys why I didn't raid them. So I got some.
Did you tell them that you were gonna raid them?
No, I don't tell anybody that I'm gonna raid them.
Perfect. Good.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll catch you guys. Well, I gotta hit the start the raid thing. Catch you guys when we catch you. I'm gonna enjoy a weekend off. Do a bunch of drugs.
Well deserved.
Be a good time. Yeah, guys, have a good weekend.
See ya.